The Witness Project is not looking for one right perspective. We hope to gather many, from everyday people, teens to seniors, crime witnesses, victims, family members, police officers, prosecutors, and incarcerated citizens. To better understand why the streets don't speak, we plan to tell stories about difficult choices for witnesses and also bring facts to the table about how this process works here. We'll do that by asking questions like, what happens if you're labeled a snitch?
Well, if you label a snitch, people will be careful not to, be around you and careful what they say around you if you are labeled as a snitch.
People look at you different.
No one wants to be around you.
Okay.
No one tells you anything.
That's what he gonna be called the rest of his life.
Then nobody trusts you.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody messing with you. You cut off. Ain't nobody dealing with no snitch. You can't trust a snitch, because if you around them, you gonna mess around and tell them something that they don't should be telling, they gonna tell the next person.
People will not respect you, and they will do anything to make you feel more miserable.
It can be dangerous for you.
If you're labeled a snitch, then nobody wanna hang out with you because you snitch and ain't nobody gonna show you their secrets.
People look at you different.
It's isolating.
People don't trust you.
Not too many people want to hang around you.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Now, if going by the team, I don't know how deep it is now, because again, it's loosely based. So let's go general. If you label a snitch, nobody's supposed to like you. But we know that's not normal these days. You can be labeled a snitch, somebody's a snitch, but nothing's happened. It just became one of them words that's been broad and we don't know what it is anymore. Because it has so many different layers to it now, depending where you're at and what the situation is. Because we see it now. We see it on First 48. You watch First 48, right? They tell right away, what's going on. So it became broader.
You basically label as a snitch, you'll be an op, and nobody really want to mess around with you.
Well, you a police. You a police, you a snitch, you out of here. Nobody want to talk to you because if they tell you something, you might go snitch.
I think one thing is that I think the intention is good initially, because the person sees that there is a conflict in value, and maybe they feel justified in reporting something because something moved them from the inside to do so. And I think that either they're applauded or they're isolated.
Streetwise, you might as well not show your face there no more. But as a whole, if you snitch court-wise, then it all depends on the surrounding. But street-wise, I wouldn't show my face back somewhere where you snitched at.
If you label a snitch, people gonna automatically know oh, I can't do nothing with her, or I don't want to be cool with her because she gonna snitch. If I do something, she gonna tell.
Some people don't trust you, or most people consider it as a bad way of snitching. They don't trust you. And then some people are saying oh, you're reliable, you can tell the truth as a snitch. Some people can consider that.
People just think you a snitch.
Yeah, you lose your credibility, I guess, in a sense, and
they not gonna tell you stuff.
Tarnishes your image.
And they probably not gonna like you.
It's a lifetime badge of shame, to be very honest. There's some people who have been labeled snitches that you've never been able to recover at least the respect that you had in the community of your peers. You no longer have that respect.
I don't know. I ain't never been labeled a snitch, and I don't want to be one.
What do you think might happen to people that are labeled snitches?
You'll be a lame. You'll be not necessarily a lame, but you'll be put out the group. You ain't gonna be in nobody's circle of trust. They gonna all feel like you trying to just tattletale and tell information, they personal information that they ain't gonna want other people to know.
I
people dislike you and don't trust you and wouldn't even say nothing around you or don't do anything around you.
Yeah, it changes people's attitudes towards you. It seems to go toward the negative.
You will either, as I stated earlier, get harmed, or you just be labeled a snitch and people just won't like you. People probably just slander your name.
If you're labeled a snitch, that's okay, but you did something that was right. And being able to sleep at night knowing I did something for the greater good for my people, myself, or other people, somebody I care about or love, or the greater good of other men, I'm okay with that label because it's just a label, but doing the right thing is more important than a label at the end of the day. You got to be stronger than that and do what's right, because that's more important than what anybody else is ever going to call you.
I think being labeled a snitch, you either deserved it because you snitched, or you actually did the right thing and you were called a snitch. I mean, it's not like some morally breaking term that's gonna hurt your feelings for the rest of your life, but as long as you did the right thing, it shouldn't affect you.
Street code again. If you're labeled a snitch, don't nobody want to fool with you. You can't get invited for dinner.
The Witness Project is a first-time collaboration between WOVU 95.9 FM, a Burton Bell Car community radio station, which serves the entire city of Cleveland, Ward 7 Observer, a monthly community newspaper that serves the Huff, St. Clair Superior, Asiatown, and Midtown neighborhoods. Reading RAM, a multimedia learning initiative. Brianna Oldham, a Cleveland State journalism student. Rachel DeSalle. And Eye on Ohio, a statewide investigative news nonprofit. The Witness Project collaborators, with help from a grant designed to provide neighborhood-level basic informational needs, in this case safety, are supported by the Cleveland Foundation, the George Gunn Foundation, the Center for Community Solutions, the Akron Community Foundation, and the Knight Foundation. Follow us at Witness Project CLE on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.